day, I forget which. I've got the wall open up again. I've got all my stuff just shoved over here for now because I need to move this linotype over and then I'll organize things a bit better. I've got this shelf down. I didn't realize the light stays attached to the wall, which I thought was kind of funny because the way I have this mounted, it's got this cleat dealy on the wall and a bunch of screws. There's my shelf, which I need to find a spot for, and then I can start to roll this big guy over. All right, so I've got all the magazines relocated over here. Clear the doorway, which gives me room to now move this shelf over. I don't think I can move it as a piece. I'll have to take everything off, move it, put everything back. But that should go pretty quick. It's pretty modular, unitized. I don't know, but it's getting there. Everything's off except that stuff in the bottom, which was off, and I started to put it back on. I realized I hadn't done an update. That stuff stayed. You can see where I drug it across the floor. Bit of a scratch mark. But I think that clears me to get this model laid out. Just gonna move a couple more boxes and things. But I have a clear shot. So that gives me enough room to maneuver it past that shelf and then out the opening. Oh boy, I think I have a clear shot. Oh, really? Bastards. Mice in the ceiling again. Kind of just tapered that pile of stuff out of the way. Everything's just out of the way. And now, I'm a bit concerned because this opening was, I think, based off of the front to back measurement, not the side to side measurement. And for the Model 30, oh, you can't see. The 33, you really can't see, has a steel plate on the bottom. So it's not on skids. It's got a steel plate that fills in the gaps. Kind of goes point to point on all the corners of the star base of the linotype. So it means I can pick it up from any angle, from the side or from the front. This one only has skids, and even if it did have a steel base, this is the old style base, and I wouldn't be able to get it from the sides. Anyway, fingers crossed. I might have to take some pieces off to fit it through the hole. We'll see. Coming down to the moment of truth. So the pie stacker will need to come off for sure because it's sticking out. And if I could remove this off the quader, then it's going to save me a bit. So I'm going to try. It's just two, it looks like two screws. And that's just a cover for when the piece of the quader comes sticking out. How's that for sophisticated terminology? And I think right now the piece isn't sticking out, it's sticking in. I stuck my finger in the back here. Can't see because it's dark, but let's see though. Okay, well, it's sticking out a bit. That's the rack for the left vice jaw. But if I can grab this dude here. Why is that? Oh, it locks on this machine. I can crank that. I need two hands. Hang on. See, if I crank this handle, that jaw moves. No, that's as far as it'll only go for some reason. All right, got it squeezed over and just gently held with a clamp so it doesn't pop out, and I just have to be careful to not break that thing off. And one liberated pie stacker. So that just clears my workbench. But I see two problems. So that shaft sticking out pretty far. If I can come straight forward, I'll clear with that. But if I come straight forward, the end of the distributor, won't. So either I have to pop the distributor bar off, which is an option, but it's kind of a two-man job. Or I think if I can get one or the other, they're kind of in line with each other. If I can swing this end through the opening first, so kind of come through, like turn it through, I should be able to kind of pivot around that problem there. Once I'm in the room far enough, then I can back up, come forward. Yeah, that should work. But I'm running out of places to move. I need to now move all this stuff I piled up here somewhere else and take down my failed wood rack experiment that's blocking the door and move the pile of firewood outside that's also blocking the door. And then I'll be able to finish coming forward with this. That'll be another day. Oh, I bet this video's upside down. Awesome. The two linotypes. Third one over there. No room to move here. That block of wood is stopping this from smashing my phone system because it's my floor is pretty unlevel and things tend to take off on their own. There's the piece of wall removed. If anyone's curious about how that works. That's just popped out. I screwed a handle to the front so I could lift it out tonight. And it's just shoved there. And so there's this groove that it sits into. And at the bottom, it's hard to describe, but there's a foot that pops down and wedges it up. This side is just really poorly covered, but this is the ugly side of my... Everything's ugly. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm going in. See you on the next one.